Hello everyone, and welcome to the loot from 10 hours of Tier 2 Big Game Hunter dinosaurs. The dinosaurs we can go over in these 10 hours are the Spicati Apterosaur, the Asciatops, and the Corbicular Rex. The setup is nearly identical to last time. The only change is the one that I said I would make in the Tier 1 video, which is removing Furnace from the hatchet. So it's full Sentinel woodcutting outfit, a crystal hatchet with Hone 5 on it, Blade of Avarice with Mobile and Wise on it, but that can be any offhand, a Lock of the Dwarves and a Grace of the Elves for a little extra GP, and a Hunter Cape which doesn't really do anything but it's there. I of course have the dual wields for Bladed Dive, and then I have Double Search. I've got the Tier 3 bait box to speed up banking, the Quick Traps perk from the Hunter Mark shop, and the Tier 3 Hunter Lodge to decrease how often I get caught, and also give me the choice of 2 frogs instead of 3. The primary differences from the drops from Tier 1 to Tier 2 are that stacks of items are a bit larger, and the meat you get from these is much more valuable than the Tier 1 stuff. Of course, slightly more money has gone into the bait for these than the Tier 1s, but we'll go and see how that affects the final money made. That's a long enough intro, let's go and do 10 more hours of Big Game Hunter. Right, once again, 10 hours of Big Game Hunter are done, Tier 2 completed, and there we go. Final loot. Let's go and see what all the loot in total was, and it's an interesting one this time. 10 hours of Tier 2 Big Game Hunter finished. In these 10 hours I got 203 total dinosaur kills, so not quite as many as last time. I made a few more mistakes than before. That was split this time into 70 Spicati Apterosaurs, 65 Asciatops, and 68 Corbicular Rexes. And once again, the coins in the pouch are from the damaged hides, and you may have noticed, 5 Dragonmatics. So let's see, 337 million GP. Oh boy. That is the revenue. That's obviously not including the actual sell price of everything. It'll sell for a bit lower in total, and the meats that I used as bait, the price of them hasn't come off yet. In terms of eggs, I got 3 Spicati Apterosaur eggs and 1 Asciatop egg. No Corbicular Rex egg, but that's absolutely fine. 4 eggs from the number we did is already over drop rate, and I mean the 5 Matux, that's why last time in the Tier 1 video I showed the GP per hour without Matux, because sometimes you'll get on an insane run like this where you get 5 in 10 hours, but normally you should be expecting 2 every 5 hours. I was on drop rate with that first set. Probably means that the Tier 3 one I will get no Dragonmatics, but we'll see. As for right now, let's sell them and see what the actual profit is. Everything's sold now, and I'm sure you can imagine, with the number of Matics we got, the profit is pretty big. So after taking into account all the money spent on bait and selling everything on the GE, the final profit from these extremely lucky 10 hours of Tier 2 Big Game Hunter was 310,841,085 GP. Dividing that by 10 gives us a cool 31 million GP per hour. As we did last time, we'll take a look at how much money we made without the Matux. After the last video I was worried that Matux were going to continue to dive in price, but they've held steady and I sold each one at 53 million GP. A touch less than I did in the Tier 1 video, but not horrifically so. So removing the 265 million made purely in Matux, we can say that Tier 2 Big Game Hunter is 4.58 million GP per hour without any Matux. So that's about 1.5 times better than Tier 1. Something I failed to keep track of in the Tier 1 video was the XP gains. I have kept track for this one, and for the Hunter and Slayer XP, you get pretty much exactly half of this at Tier 1s, so just divide it by 2 for the Tier 1. There are 5 skills that you can gain XP in while doing Big Game Hunter, and they are Hunter of course, Slayer, Woodcutting, Fletching, and Herblore. So from 10 hours of Tier 2 Big Game Hunter, I got 3.1 million XP in Hunter, 570k XP in Slayer, 228k XP in Woodcutting, 7044 XP in Fletching, and 92k XP in Herblore. So the XP per hour from the main ones are 310k per hour in Hunter, and about 57k per hour in Slayer. I should note that the Woodcutting and the Herblore XPs are dependent on your level, and I have 99 Woodcutting and 107 Herblore, so adjust those XP rates to whatever your level is. Anyway, that's everything for Tier 2 Big Game Hunter. I have all the bait ready to go for Tier 3 dinosaurs, which are the best XP, but the GP needed for the bait will be very significant, especially as the meat that you get from Tier 3 is very cheap. I'll be doing 10 hours of Tier 3 over the next few days, so make sure you hit the sub button so you know when I release that video. Also, down in the comments, I want you to let me know what else you want me to do loot from videos beyond Big Game Hunter. But for now, I'll see you in a few days for the Tier 3 Big Game Hunter. Goodbye.